The Bill Belichick era as the head of the New England Patriots is now over. At a press conference, Belichick said he and Patriots owner Robert Kraft mutually agreed on the decision. Now, this comes after New England finished last in the AFC East for the first time since Belichick's first season with the team. Belichick has coached the Pats for 24 seasons and led the franchise to all 6 of its Super Bowl wins.
For me, this is a day of gratitude and celebration. Start with Robert and his family. It's great. So much thanks for the opportunity to be head coach here for 24 years. It's an amazing opportunity.
Ian O'Connor joins us now. He's a sports writer and author of the biography of Belichick, The Making of the Greatest Football Coach of All Time. So thanks for being here. I guess that it's right there in the title. You think that Belichick is the greatest coach in history. What made him so great?
His attention to detail was off the charts. He grew up around the Naval Academy where his father was a coach, and he really carried that military ethos into his football programs over the years. And attention to detail, practicing situational football more than anyone else, and really the way he coached his star player, Tom Brady, in that I have a scene in the book where 2 players, Randy Moss and Dante Stallworth, in their first meeting in 2007, their first meeting as Patriots, and Bill Belichick is absolutely teeing off on Tom Brady about plays he didn't make in the previous playoff season against the Indianapolis Colts, really just laying him out in front of the entire team. And Moss and Stallworth looked at each other like, oh my God, I can't believe that he's coaching Brady this way in front of us. But that had a profound impact on everyone in that room, that if he's holding Tom Brady, the greatest player arguably of all time, to this kind of standard, we have to fall in line. And I think that was a big part of the Patriots' success in the Belichick years.
You know, Ian, I went to school in New England at the time that Belichick just dominated. And I have to say, looking at New England this season, it didn't seem like the same team. What went wrong?
Well, what didn't go wrong, right? It was obviously after Tom Brady left, everything changed.
Right.
And they thought they had the quarterback in Mac Jones. They drafted, obviously, out of Alabama. That didn't work out. Josh McDaniels, probably the best offensive coordinator of his generation, not a good head coach, but he left and wasn't there. That was a big factor as well. And Bill's decisions running that roster, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, they never had any playmakers at wide receiver. When you watch the rest of the league play offense, it just looked different. When the Patriots played it, it looked like they were playing offense in a phone booth. And you just can't do that and be successful in today's NFL. So his own decisions, really, as general manager of that team, and some of the departures, letting Brady walk out of that building, which a lot of people at the time knew was a mistake, it all added up to 4-13.
So, Ian, real quick, winningest, but also not without controversy. What is his legacy?
His legacy is he's the greatest coach of all time. He has Spygate and Deflategate on his resume as well. That's up to the individual person and fan to determine what impact that has on his legacy. But I think without Spygate, he still wins 6 Super Bowls. I think anyone who objectively looks at his program would come to that conclusion. So I think it's pretty simple. He's the best to ever do what he did, and he'll continue to do it now somewhere else.
So somewhere else is the big question. I also want to ask you about another legendary coach, Nick Saban. He's stepping away from University of Alabama. How did he change college football?
Well, it's funny because he worked for Belichick in Cleveland,
right.
And it was the same kind of personality with that attention to detail, outworking people, 16 to 18-hour workdays, stacking them one on top of the other. And I think it's pretty safe to say that we're not going to see a coach ever again in college football have that kind of success.
All right, Ian O'Connor, thanks so much.
Thank you.